Testing the microphone. Okay, it's good. Should be fine. And no drop frames. So looking pretty good. Alright. Just put it out there. And on Twitter. Alright, so should be good. Alright, cool. Let me just mute this, refresh. So I recently did a Coast Word video, or two of them actually, last week. So this one's probably going to be relatively quick, because I don't know how much Coast Word has changed since then. Because, you know, I don't expect people to change too much within a week, so this will be a really quick analyzation of this video. Okay. So, just gonna look at the overall picture, see if he's still doing like the same things and whatnot. You know, like, I'll point out, like, small things, like some dare. Like, he's starting off pretty strong here. Walled him out, but then he let him get through. Like... And then, okay, yeah. You just wanted to up air him, and then he just got through a little bit. No big deal. You can still, you know, get back presence. Alright, spacing on that fair and down tilt is actually pretty good. Kept him from trying to do anything out of shield. Ooh, that was just an unfortunate technical error. I think you did you mean to Eichel drop there? Did you mean to just let go of the legend up air? Because that would have actually been a pretty good time to do it. It's just you messed it up. Oh, and then he just is a big old sport and decides to kill himself too. Okay, all right, nice combo. You tried to read him there, which I don't blame for you doing. If you have a read on what direction he's gonna go in, then absolutely do it. But you didn't get the read here. But it's okay because you still have sort of stage control. You're both in neutral and you're both heading directly towards each other. That fair is not gonna hit. Yep, I didn't think so. Yeah, that was a crossover on your shield. It looked like you could have shield grabbed it, but not exactly. You can kind of tell when you're going to get crossed up like that, because, like, when Martha's in a position like this, and you know he's still moving to the left or to the right, he's going to keep moving in that direction. So if you shield grab, you're obviously not going to grab him. Can't be doing fairs like that. Like, the thing about Ganon versus Marth is that even though Ganon's got amazingly long hitboxes, like, he's got really good range on all of his hitboxes, well, so does Marth. Marth is, like, the only other top-tier character that has as good as range as you do, if not better in some cases. And in some cases, like, your bear can outrange a lot of Marth's things, your fair can outrange some of Marth's things, but you have to make... But, like, there's very little leeway. There's very little, like, room for error to not space things correctly versus Marth, because Marth is a very spacing-oriented character. So, Marth is one of those weird characters that, like, he makes you play a little bit more honestly, meaning you can't do as many jank things versus him because of his long range. Like, for example, if you try to, like, mix up him landing with, like, a side B or something, if he F-smashes you with his really long sword, he could hit you while you're in your pullback of your side B. So, like, using moves to, like, pull back and, like, space yourself and doing all that against Marth can actually be pretty risky because of his range like that. So, against Marth, you gotta, like, almost play more honestly. You gotta play. You gotta play more like you're not. It's not that you're trying to. You are. I mean, you of course you are trying to trick the Marth, but you want to like be really aware of his range, of like what he can do at certain ranges, because like he's got some pretty good tools. Like his down tilt is rather a big deal, honestly. Okay, yeah, the classic just double jump over it. Well, a lot of people don't know how to deal with that. Alright, in that situation, definitely a back air. Oh, that was... Did you do that on purpose? Wow, did you do a... You did a pivot ledge grab, and I don't know if you did that on purpose or not, but that was really good. Wow. But you just dropped it. I think you mentioned on Smash Sports that you, like, dropped a lot of edge guards, and, like, this is kind of one of them. Like, you can just react to whatever DI he does. Like, this is just easy bear. I'm pretty sure you might have known it yourself to bear there. You might have just had some technical errors. I mean, you've already shown you to have a good bit of technical errors so far, so that's kind of unfortunate. That was just a crazy good, like, pivot grabbing ledge. Like, that was great. Like, the only thing that you could have done that made that better was to fast fall it. But I think that was unintentional, though. And even with you not bearing here and grabbing the ledge, you didn't keep, you thought he was going to up B early, but he ended up holding on to his jump, and that's why he was able to make it back. And, you know, you can wait for a little longer period of time. That was kind of funny. He just, like, crossed you over, but in front of you instead. Lol. Gets hit for it. No. I think also, at this percent, if you grab Marth, boink, and he DIs like that, that's an easy... I think that's an easy up smash. It depends on if he DIs up or not. I know I tried doing it in net play before, and the Marth was at like 89, 86 or something like that, and he was able to jump out before I could up smash. But that was also probably because of lag on net play, and I don't know exactly. I'm not 100% sure if it's a true combo, but I know definitely it will kill if it lands, so there's no point in not throwing it out there. But yeah, like, missing the bear, that kind of sucks. Alright, well, he insisted on jabbing your shield at a terrible range, so he's going to get shield grabbed. Shield grabbed. This is one of those situations where timing is definitely a very key thing. You saw that you could have just waited for him to, up B to get on the stage, and then ledge hop, freaking grab, down throw, whatever. Would have been dead. Nice spaced. Like, the kind of nice thing about Ganon is when he spaces his moves well enough to hit someone's shield and it puts them on the edge, that's just, like, really solid stage control. As long, because, like, he's still right over here. Like, he uses this move, it pushes them on the ledge, so if he wants to do something immediately from the ledge, Ganon's already in a position to attack that. That's what Ganon does really, really well, is he, like, destroys people at the ledge for trying to attack him, especially for people that don't have as good range as they think they do, except for Marth. Marth is kind of special in a different circumstance, because a well-spaced fair by Marth from the ledge can hurt Ganon, but it can be baited out. You know, it is conditioning to all this. Oh, don't let him roll behind you. Okay, there you go. Yeah, he's gonna throw out a bad back air. You're gonna hit him for it. Alright, that was some wicked movement. No, don't be side being randomly. Oh, yep, you just lost the stock. See, that's something that's tricky about Marth. That's something very tricky about Marth. He didn't even need to be this close to the stage in order to down tilt you. He could have been back here, actually, and his sword would have hit, like, he could have hit the very lip of the ledge. Or maybe he needed to be a little bit out because you were trying to double jump sweet spot. First of all, that's not even... it's close to a double jump sweet spot, but you need to be, like, more down. You probably still would have gotten down tilted anyway. But, usually what you do to, like, combat people trying to attack you from the edge like this is you do a double jump up air to hit them because they're close and your legs are long. But Marth, this does not work against Marth, unfortunately, because his down tilt is very long. He's got long hitboxes. You know, this is just one of those small things that, like, Ganon can do to most characters, but not Marth because of his range. And so you die for it. Yeah. You need to work on timing your fairs a little bit better, dude. Okay. So your spacing's not terrible. I mean, well, that spacing that you just did, I think that's shield grabbable, but he just fell off, so careful about that. Marth does also have a really good, you know, Marth is like one of those characters that, like, you have to have, like, the best spacing against him, or else you will get punished for it. Because he keeps your spacing in check. Like, he's got the good spacing himself, and you gotta have good spacing against him. Alright, nice nair. Can't let him just double jump back to the ledge like that. You gotta throw out a hitbox, or put a dare, or grab the ledge, or do something to, like, make him not just get it for free. You don't want to give away the ledge to people. So many people do that. They just give the ledge away by doing something inoptimal. You had good DI on that combo. Good attempt. I like the attempt to try to do that because, like, when you're recovering that way, it makes it really, your hurt box, like, flails that way outward, and sometimes for most this is another Marth thing. Even if you do recover like that, it doesn't matter because it can still hit you. So in fact, you kind of want to go close to the stage so you can tech it. You want to tech a down tilt. Teching down tilts is a little difficult, but it's definitely possible to do. But I think you just didn't hold forward enough, or you up B to too high. I mean, you probably already know that. Let me see here. Instead of fairing, yeah, this is another situation where I feel like instead of short hop up airing, you just need a full hop up air. So like right there, that short hop up air that you did, it only covered, like, let me go back a little bit. Alright, so this short hop up air only covered this much space. It only covers down here. It doesn't cover the platform. If you were to full hop, Marth jumping right here, his leg kind of like hanging down like this. If he would have full hopped and did an up air, it would have probably caught him. It's like, don't underestimate the power of full hop. Like Ganon's full hop up air covers like the side platform to the top platform. It's really, really good. It covers a lot of space. Alright, well, he wanted to, and I think I know the reason why now that, like, that happens, that this, like, bouncing thing happens and people, like, air dodge to their death. I know why that happens now. It's not because you're CCing, it's not because you can't be CCing. Like, he was in the middle, wasn't he in the middle of a F smash animation? He was just about to be, there's, like, starting frames of it. Yeah. Right, oh, I just had it too. Shoot. Dang it. Like he had the startup frames of F Smash. God dang it. Ugh. Come on. Timing this stuff is sometimes really hard. Dang, oh, I messed it up again. Oh, why is it so fast? There's like a 1 frame. I'm trying to pause on this 1 frame raising this F smash animation. God dang, this is so hard. Why is this so hard? Sorry, this is just like wasting your time. There we go. Okay, so because oh fuck me, God dang it, I accidentally clicked on it. Okay, got it again. Because Marth is starting to F smash here, and he's not crouching, crouch canceling cannot be applied. So the reason that you see him bounce off the ground like that is because he's holding down, and when you're holding down but you're not crouching, you're automatically smash DIing. You're ASDIing down automatically just by holding down. Because when you hold down on the control stick, you can both CC and ASDI down at the same time if you're crouching. If you're not crouching, it won't work, obviously. And so that's why when Coast Word bears him here, that's why he instantly lands and just flies off the thing. Sometimes this can be used really well to just immediately grab the ledge, but because he's up in the air, he just gets sent off stage, and it kind of sucks. But yeah, that's why that happens, is because you ASDI down, you immediately land, you don't tech it, but that is what lets you AMSA tech, though. So if you would have teched and rolled forward, you would have AMSA teched, which would have been great. Alright, well, my dog is going nuts right now. I'll be right back. Come on. Oh yes, I did ride my bike. Yes, I rode my bike yesterday. Okay. Alright, so... so that's why that phenomenon happens, is because you're ASDIing down, and you don't tech. If you do tech, you get an AMSA tech. Or, I mean, if you tech in place, your momentum, like, doesn't change, so you still, like, fly backwards, and it kind of sucks. If you do a rolling tech, though, your momentum shifts a lot. So, you want to do a rolling tech in that case. So, like, he kind of almost dead, got the grab anyway. I think maybe an up smash would have connected. Nah. Yeah, like, but you could have predicted that he was going to, like, tech in place, though, and you could have charged an up smash or something. But the barrel wasn't a bad idea, you just didn't time it right, I believe. Yeah, you didn't time it right at all. You only covered one option. You didn't cover two. Good DI on his part for living that. Jeez. Yeah, Ganon's fair can be DI'd pretty well. Again, another dropped edge guard. You know what to do. You know what you did wrong. Not very well spaced, but... ugh. It's kind of difficult. Oh, nice. Alright. Yep, that's a grab. Boink, dead. Alright, yeah, that was good. You called out his dumb nair. Ooh. Alright, nice back air. Ooh, not good DI. That was risky. Oh, gosh. Yeah, you could have just... you know, you could have, just done the Marth Killer again, but you insisted on not doing it. Oh, boy. You're both choking. No, don't re-rolling. Oh my gosh, then he jumps and you fair him. Okay, like, the reason that Marth Killer didn't work was because he still had his jump. He still had his jump. Like, you don't really want a Marth Killer unless they are going really, really, really low with their jump, or they don't have their double jump. Like, if they don't have their double jump, you almost always want to do the Marth Killer, because then they have no choice but to up B, and they can't trick you. Except maybe with a side B, but a side B is not going to be a significant enough difference. But yeah, that's what happens. Then he tries to wave lane off the platform, and you fair him for it. Tilt him off. You're not spacing your aerials well enough to hit him. Like, you're not spacing yourself well enough to do what you want to do here. You gotta, like... well, back air won't hit. Yeah, back air would not have hit, because it doesn't... they have to, like, purposefully not sweet spot, which he's kind of shown to not do. But yeah, like I said, Ganon at the edge, when he has stage control and the opponent's on the edge, can definitely be really, really rough to deal with to get back on. Alright, good. I like that dare to grab. See what I mean by Marth spacing right here? Watch this. Boom, that fair. That was an extremely well-spaced fair. And that's the kind of range you gotta be dealing with in this matchup. It's pretty crazy. He gives you no room for error in spacing. You're like, you're like not doing bad things. You're just like not doing them at the right times. Cause like, you thought he was there. Like you're not seeing ahead. You're seeing what's right there, right then, and you're like you're taking a long time to get to what you want to hit. So like you need to predict where he's going to go because he's got a linear recovery. So right here would be a perfect time to Echo Drop. You gotta predict where he's gonna go. That's what Ganon does really well. You gotta like throw out hitboxes where he is likely to be. But you get a KO from that. Yeah, don't be rolling into Marth. Roll away. You almost always want to roll away when you're lying on the ground and whatnot. Unless they get like a hard freaking read on you, but there's like not much Marth is gonna do unless he like hard reads it and forward smashes you or whatever. A nice tech. Ooh, trying to get him to jump out of shield or something. Oh, that was unfortunate. Grab him. No. God, he's afraid. He wants to be in his shield. He doesn't want to get hit by your aerials. Ugh. Yeah. Not quite, but you didn't have your double jump, but you didn't down B as soon as you possibly could. Then you up aired. I think you realize this. Like, I think I can see it in your face. Alright, well, yeah. Terrible effort. Forward air on your shield. Gets shield grabbed. Down air trade might have worked. Yeah, at some point you just want to straight up grab the ledge. Like, I think you just weren't like confident in knowing how to edge guard the guy. Like you just, I don't want to say you forgot how to edge guard Marth. You just like, I don't know. Like you kind of like lost sight of what you were trying to do. You lost your aim. Tech it. Yep, there you go. He could have comboed you there, I believe. No, not quite, but I think he got up B'd. Boink. Maybe. It's hard to tell. He could have definitely done like a nair, and that would have like maybe killed you. Boink. Nair. Yeah, that would have, the nair would have hit you if it would have naired. Oh boy. Oh, wow. Nice tech. Ooh, gotta be careful about those fares. You really can't be doing those during Marth. And again, with the ASDI down stuff. See, that time you tech it. You tech the down tilt. Boom, you tech that. And then the nair comes. And dang, look at that ASD. Look at what an ASDI down does to you at high percents. Because I know you were holding down after that. See, it kills you. It sucks. You don't want to do that. But because you saw the green light, you could have teched it. You just gotta, like, buffer a tech, like, while you're rolling or whatnot. It's really weird, but it's definitely doable. Yeah, then you just hit him with a back air coming down. Oh, you tried to be disrespectful. He's eating his... Oh. Gotta get down. Definitely gotta get down. You definitely don't want to try to... Like, this is another big thing you can't be doing versus Marth. You do not want to try to attack him as you're coming down because he will out... anything that he will put out will beat you. Because, like, all you need to do is just space an aerial well, and because it's disjointed, it will probably beat most of the stuff that you'll throw out. As long as he keeps his good distance and has good spacing, he'll definitely, like, shouldn't like get hit by anything you come down with. So, like, the important thing is if you get above Marth, you need to you need to get down, and it's really sometimes very hard to get down versus Marth because he has that incredible range. You want to get to the edge, and you want to like cover yourself going the edge with a hitbox. And if he if he outspaces the hitbox that you throw out, then that's just Marth. He's got good range. It's just some things you gotta deal with. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, go to Yoshi's. He doesn't ban it. Guess he can obviously be banning Dreamland. See, I wouldn't personally, like, first game, if I had to choose between Battlefield and Yoshi's, I would choose Battlefield versus Marth, but I will counterpick to this stage. It's, just because it's a solid counterpick stage. But I don't want to play it on the first game, because, like, if the Marth is really, really good on Yoshi's, then that could be a problem. But, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of preference. I would rather take him to Battlefield, because Marth has a harder time recovering on Battlefield than he does on Yoshi's. So I want to take advantage of that. Anyway, going back to this actual match. Yikes. Yep, tries to cross over. Okay, no. See, that's what I mean by, like, you gotta have your spacing really good. Really on point against Marth. I don't know how the fuck he grabbed you there, honestly. Oh, because you dashed forward. You were starting to move towards him. Because, like, at first I was like, nah, you shouldn't have gotten grabbed. Like, right here? No, you should not have gotten grabbed. But you started... Like, I think your arm... I don't know. There's some weird thing. But yeah, Marth's grab range is pretty retarded. I feel like you were starting to run or something. It's really hard to see. Yeah, it's hard to tell that, but definitely the spacing could have been better, is what I'm trying to say. Like, watch where your fist hits the shield. See how it hits in the very middle and on the top? Like, if you need to hit your fist like at the edge of this shield, at the edge of Marth. That's how you know it's really well spaced. Because then he can't shield grab you. Gotta be careful about double jumping and coming down with an aerial. If he catches on to that, he can punish you really hard for that. Like, you can die. You can lose a stock from that. Yeah, he's putting you in your shield because he's spacing really, really well, and you're not able to do much to get out. But you want to wave dash out of shield and get away, or even just roll. Sometimes even just rolling. Rolling is like the easier, low-level way to do it, but yeah. And again, if Marth is going to find you, especially on Yoshi's at this percent, just up smash. Up smash will connect. Like, see, back air doesn't kill. Up smash would have killed. And then you take some more percent. And then you finally get him with another back air. The double roll always gets the mid-level players. It's funny. I don't do it because, like, I don't like rolling in the first place, but you can do the double roll, and sometimes it's pretty effective. Yeah, this guy is definitely spacing himself a little bit better, and he's catching you jumping every time. Like, every time he nairs, he's catching you jumping, so gotta be careful about that. Grab, back throw, yep. Or down throw, back air. Yeah, keeping him in check at the edge. Alright, well, you traded with his up B with the up air, so that's fine. Nicely spaced. That was excellent. That was an excellently spaced retreating forward air. Look at this. It looks like it might not connect, but it does. And his nair... Why did his nair not connect? Let's take a look. It just didn't. Like, you hit him in between the two hits of his nair, which was kind of interesting. Yep, using up air really nicely. I think you're almost using back air. Like, you really shouldn't be trying to use back air on Yoshi's because it's only going to hit as low as like this. It's going to hit him. It's not even going to remotely hit. So you want to be down airing up airing or just grabbing the ledge. You don't want to bear, especially on Yoshi's, because that's slant. Alright, trying to get cheeky with it. He spot dodges that grab. He would have gotten grabbed there if he didn't spot dodge. Oh, lordy. Oh my god, that DI, though. I think you just, like, need to instinctively be holding up for situations like that. Like, you want to instinctively be holding up so that you don't DI down. And because, like, you didn't even get ASDI down there at all. You just straight up, like, you just DI'd down. Yeah. That sucks. Oh, yep, you tried to go off stage again, and it was really risky. Oh, boy. Ups. Well, he landed on the top platform. But remember, up smash also has some really nice interruptible frames. It ends early. You can be actionable out of it relatively early. It looks sooner than it looks. Okay. Alright. Not great DI. Oh, trying to get back to stage. Did you double jump? Yep, you did. Yep. That's unfortunate. So now it's down to last stock. Last game. This is like the most crucial part, obviously. Yep, he cross up near you. Tried to shield grab it. You're getting too desperate to be in your shield. He's just doing this nair, poking things. The dare was too obvious coming down. Now you're just throwing out aerials, trying to hit him. He just keeps throwing fairs. He's a little bit more calm about it, but he's still not. You know, he's just trying to hit you off the stage and whatnot. And then, yeah, now you're just getting desperate by coming down with aerials that he's come acquainted to beat. And then you land on Randall. He doesn't do anything about it. It's like, you can still come back. Like, you're definitely not dead against Marth. Unless he, like, has shown to put you in a 0 to death combo. And then you just kind of fall off the stage and up air. Yeah, you just kind of choked that game. That was unfortunate. Alright, anyway. Next up is Ian. Ian recently playing Gatsu. This was actually a really good match, because I honestly felt like Ian... Like, hold on. Like, I feel like Ian should have won this. I'm definitely going to go over why he probably didn't. Which is unfortunate. But anyway, it's like, this is something, well, not this, that specifically, when you're shielding versus Falcon and he wants to do dumb shit like try to jab you out of shield, for trying to shield grab you or down tilt or whatever, if you just hold down and spam shield grab and he insists on jabbing, you will grab him before his jab animation ends. Kind of like right there. But that time he down tilted. He was still stuck in down tilt. So yeah, you get a free grab on Falcon by doing that. I like Ian's use of up throws here, because it's really not too difficult to tech chase Falcon, especially when you have like a read on where he's gonna go, and especially really easy to tech chase Falcon on a platform, because he's got like nowhere to go. You can react to whatever he does. Boink, boink. Yep. Regrab, down throw. Oh, you just could have kept going with this chain of regrabs. I think you wanted to, but maybe you messed up. Yeah, and then Gatsu tried to go so deep right there. Your DI was good enough, though, to not get hit by that knee, so there you go. That's not good. That's another thing I kind of like notice about like Falcon, is if like there's certain... It's kind of a two-way street. It's kind of like with both sides. Like, there's certain moves that Ganon can put out that just straight up beat things that Falcon couldn't put out, but like, it's a very rock, paper... What I'm trying to say is it's a very rock, paper, scissors matchup, for sure. Like, he can just throw out a knee, and a knee is like a hard counter to Ganon doing, like, throwing out an aerial, or throwing out a move. Like, the knee is kind of like the hard counter to that, because, like, Ganon's just really slow, Falcon's really fast. That kind of sucks. I hope you didn't mean to side B. Alright, jab. See, Ian's keeping the good pressure on there, shielding when he needs to shield. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Getting grabbed by Falcon and him up throwing you, even at that low of a percent. Like, you can double jump out of it, but if he reads you, you'll double jump out of it. It can be a 0 to death combo. Ian gets away, which is good. Down tilts are really good. Ooh, nice. Like, F tilt, forward air, will space forward air. Will beat side B like that. That was really well timed, too. You gotta... I know when you're playing against Falcon, and he's up being like that. Oh, I don't know why Ian forward aired. I don't think he meant to do that. I think he just completely messed up. But I know something great is, like, you can kind of just full hop up air, and you can just hit him all the way up here, and, like, this is not something... He should not be getting away with that fade back bull crap. That doesn't... You have moves that are big enough to cover all that space. Like, even your back air covers all that space, so, like, you know, do it. But you Ian edge guards really well here. Starting to get comboed. Not exactly DIing the best. It looked like he was DIing up a bit there. Yep, forward air is really big and sometimes very hard to deal with for Falcon. Ooh. Yep. Alright, keeping him honest at the corner. Nice. Down tilt. Ooh, DI down it. DI down away, but it sends him off stage. This is kind of like one of those good things, bad things. He DIs down and away so that he doesn't continue to get comboed, but also DI down and away and sends him off stage. So, could have been... Yeah, it could have been definitely a very easy edgeguard situation for Gatsu, but... I don't know, he tries to do some other things. Yeah, you get stuffed by his up air when you up aired. Alright, that wicked reverse forward air. Alright, this should be easy edge guard. Nope. Oh, well, you do an auto cancel bear to grab. That was kind of nice. Boink, grab, up throw, just F tilt, not back air. He's too low percent. Yeah, to where bear would land. Down throw might have been a mistake. Alright, well, he didn't capitalize on you up being to the top platform. You sent him off stage. There you go, easy edge guard, you're up a whole stock. Yeah, again, he's doing this. This is like a dumb thing Falcons do. It doesn't work as long as you hold down on shield and you spam shield grab. See, like he jabs you, you shield, and then he grabs you. Like you had the ASDI down, you just didn't shield grab. Like when Falcons do that, just fucking grab them. It's so dumb. It doesn't work. You need to get a read on him doing that, and then like just keep doing that. And I'll be like, man, why is it when I jab you, you still are able to grab me? Well, you know that's why. Good DI on the up throw. You definitely want to get away. Doink. Yep. I think he even smashed DI'd it down. Dang, Ian. So like, up throw is really weird because even when you DI it down and away, you still kind of go up high. But the good thing is that Ian, I think it looks like he almost smashed DI'd it downwards. It seriously looked like he smashed DI'd it down. Or he did something to where it sent him downwards. Boink. Like that was great. I should probably smash DI Falcon's up air downwards more. See, he didn't do it there. Boink. Don't. Yep. But he landed on the platform. Maybe he did that on purpose so he could land on the platform. Boink. And then immediately grabbed the ledge. But yeah, I can see it in Ian's face. He didn't mean to just do a normal get up. Yeah. Oh, just back air, back air. Oh no. God, the bane of every Ganon versus Falcon. Doing an up air too early. It's either doing an up air too early or too late, and that was not even really well spaced. It's like you don't need to commit so heavily. Falcon wants that edge, and if you don't give him that edge, he has to go on stage, and he's in lag. So like, You're making it harder to edgeguard Falcon than it is. And then he gets back on the stage with his neat little tech skill. Yeah, and he grabs you. There you go, ASDIing down. If that percent works. Ooh. He could have gotten a seriously deadly combo on you, but he messed up. Alright, forwarder, not going to kill off the top, but it is easy to DI. And then he tries to attack you while coming down with no jump. He's like, Ganon will trade with that, yeah, that's for sure. So Ian definitely looking strong this first game. Held it together. I definitely don't think he had, you know, like there wasn't any emotional like problems that came up. But this game's a different story because he starts off really strong. I remember watching. So, you know, this weird down throw tech chase thing that Falcon has on Ganon, just really goofy, but hey, it works. Just good spacing from both parties here. Ooh, I tried to trick him. Edge guard. Oh, almost connected with that up air. I wanted him to connect with that. Back air. Oh. Alright, yep, got him off stage. And Eichel dropped to finish him off. I don't even think you didn't even need to do that. Yeah, he was already dead. There was no point in doing that, but he just did that just to be sure. Nice. Just bouncing off the platform. That was an interesting dash dance by Gatsu. Like that. Kind of pushed Ian towards the edge. But it's okay, because Ganon can retreat towards the edge and he's fine. Ooh, trades on trades on trades. Or, well, not trades. Well, he only had one trade, but several really solid hits. Retreating towards the ledge again, making it just hard for Gatsu to get in. Oop. Oh, you rolled in. Can't be rolling in. You'll get kneed. Yeah, this is an easy edge guard. Easy edge guard. Yep. And boink. You're just gonna keep back airing you. Doesn't want to knee you. Doesn't want to finish it early when he could be. Oh, he fucks up. Oh boy, Gatsu needs to work on his edge guard. Good freaking lord, that. Jeez, if that doesn't tell me how, like, badly he fucked up that edge guard, then I don't know what will. So Ian's got a solid lead here, and I think this is where things. This is a trap that I think a bunch of people fall into, and it's really easy to fall into. It's when you're up 2 whole stocks and you're high percent against only 2 of his stocks. When this happens, you have to like remember that like the game is not over. It's like, oh well, holy crap, I have such an amazingly good lead right now that there's a really good chance I'm gonna win this. That's fine. Having those thoughts is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. What is wrong is when you start thinking that the game has already been won. Is when you start thinking, oh well, dang, I'm up 4 stocks to 2. These last 2 stocks will be pretty freaking easy to take. Well, actually, that's not the case. If anything, these last 2 stocks are going to be relatively hard to take. And you gotta take advantage of the fact that you are in the lead by a significant margin. You want to milk this lead as much as you possibly can. So instead of thinking, man, this game is probably pretty much already won, you need to be thinking, how can I milk this lead as much as I possibly can? How can I like continuously put on percent onto my opponent and just keep hitting him and hitting him and hitting him and hitting him and just keep maintaining my lead? You want to maintain your lead. You don't want to ever think about the result of the match that you're playing right then and there. It's too early to think about that. It's seriously only going to hurt you, as evidenced by this match. Even though I haven't finished through it, I'm going to show, like, there's examples where I saw him starting to fall apart. And then especially in the 3rd game, too. So when you're in the lead, you gotta think, like, this is your chance to... It's not exactly your chance to fuck around because you don't want to, like, take any huge risks. But just know that your opponent has to take risks, has to approach you, has to do a lot of things in order for them to make a comeback. And that can put them in a very uncomfortable position, especially if you're playing, if they know that they're playing versus someone who's really good at maintaining leads, it can be a really huge pressure on them. But if Gatsu is behind like this and he knows that he can get into Ian's head in some certain way, by punishing him, or he knows that Ian's not going to try to play really defensively when he's behind or something like that, he's got nothing much to worry about, so he's not thinking about losing. So I don't know if Gatsu exactly had the better mentality here. I do know for sure Eichelman, Ian's mentality did start to go downhill from this point on. So we continue on. Like, it's looking pretty good too. He's getting more hits in. He's getting all this damage. It's great. Like, it's awesome. Like, he's playing fantastic. And then he gets Need. It's like, alright, it's whatever. It doesn't matter. I got Need at 140%. It doesn't matter. I still got, like, a pretty sizable lead on him. I just want to keep this lead. That's all you want to focus on is... And even if you end up losing the lead, it's still not over. Just because, like having a lead is like icing on the cake. It's seriously like, it's like an extra. It's like a bonus. It's like, man, this is really awesome. Like this, like you don't expect to be in the lead, but when you are in the lead, you definitely want to like take full advantage of it. It's kind of like melee capitalism, if you want to call it that or whatever. But if you lose that lead, don't worry. It's just like, oh, well, it's whatever, you know? It's kind of like say, for example, you won, like, 20 bucks in blackjack, and then suddenly you do something dumb, and then you lose the 20 bucks. Well, it's no big deal. You didn't gain any profit, you didn't lose any money, so now you're back to square one. You know, this is definitely a big psychological thing that people have to remember. So... You know, Ian's keeping it honest. He's at 0, like, being at 0%, good lord, that's scary. Because, like, Ganon can fucking crouch cancel so many things that Falcon does, unless Falcon gets a grab. And that's what Gatsu knows. He's fishing that out. And you can already see right here, Ian doing the shield grab. Now, I don't think it's too bad that he did it this time. He's done it once, he got punished for it, that's fine. But if he keeps doing it, if he keeps doing the shield grab, that's not going to be very good. Yeah, Gatsu again, like, he had an excellent moment there, getting him off the stage. Like, these throws were pretty ridiculous, and then a nice up tilt to call it his double jump to try to sweet spot the ledge. Like, all that was really solid. And he just needed to, like, good lord, this Ganon's freaking recovery sucked. This also happens to Falcon. It looks like they're about to make it on stage, but like they bump their chins on the stage or some shit. I don't know. I don't know why Gatsu tried to knee. I mean, it did kind of look like, but there was no reason for Gatsu to like let go of the ledge before he would have landed. There's no point in doing that. You can let Ganon land, and while he's in lag, then you can knee him. Like, you can't prematurely be doing that. That's why you drop this edge guard. But Ian, I don't know if he got like scared. Like, when he got hit by the F tilt, he's like, "Oh crap, I might have lost his stock." But then like he tournament winners, and then he's just trying to go over him. Yeah, you kept trying to double jump and go over him. And then he's just keeping you off the stage, and then, yeah, he takes your stock. You gotta, like... I don't know what your mindset was during this period of time, but I can imagine it wasn't very good. I can imagine you're like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Like, it's like you didn't even, like, try to sweet spot. Because it's obvious Gatsu hasn't even, like, done it well, and then... Again, like I don't think you kept your composure. Like, if you would have kept your composure, I know when you keep your composure, you get your sweet spots. You don't just come on a stage like that. And now I don't think you're paying too much attention where Gatsu is, and he's getting nairs into grabs, and you're starting to get scared because he's starting to get these punishes off you. You get a nice down B, which ends, you know, his stock. So it's like, okay, so it's still not over. It's not over just yet. You're still in a lead. but you can't be getting scared. You can't get scared. You just can't. When you get scared to get hit by him, by like a move, or to get comboed, or to get grabbed, or literally whatever, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're scared by something that he could potentially do, you're afraid of losing. You're more afraid of losing than you are wanting to win. Like, if you really want to win, like, there is such a mindset difference. There's a huge mindset difference between wanting to win and being afraid to lose. And right now, Ian is afraid to lose. As silly as it sounds, because he's got a freaking lead, some people just kind of, like, forget about the fact that they have a lead like that, and stuff like that happens. Kind of like moving around and not really doing things well, and then DIs a knee incredibly poorly, and now he has no lead anymore. Still, it's okay. If he keeps his composure, he can still take this. Now, this is the second time that I've noticed that Gatsu has done a well-spaced nair on Ian's shield. Ian's tried to Eichelman. I like saying Ian. Ian's shorter than Eichelman. But Ian has tried to shield grab, and he's just ran back in, and done throws on him. He like knows you're panicking and whatnot. Like, Gatsu's got that psychology stuff down. He knows what's going through your head, and you're not thinking about what's going through his head when certain things happen. Now you got him off stage again. You back air him again. Like, the back air I think was well spaced, not that one. No, not exactly. Could have honestly just up aired. And again, if Falcon's really insistent, typically if Falcon is really insistent on going that high, he wants to trick you. Like, see how, like, just before, you know, he tries to go to the ledge, he tries to go full-blown on stage. Like, he kind of wants to get heat here, because he's gonna DI it, and of course with Bear, he's gonna, you know, be up here when you bear him. So then he's gonna make it look like he's gonna keep coming in that path, but then he tricks you. And, like, the only thing you need to do to beat that is just be aware of what he wants to try to do, and you can also just, like, wait for him to get close enough, and you can seriously just jab him. You can jab him as he's coming down, you can up air. Just keep your composure. See, now, like, you're cornered, and you're like, oh shit, I'm cornered now. And then you get grabbed, and then like, oh shit, I got grabbed. Oh no, I'm scared. No. And then you get Raptor boosted, need, and now you're like, oh crap, this is last stock, last hit, and then I just and then yeah, that roll you were talking about. Yeah, you didn't mean to roll, but he threw the hitbox anyway. So now Ian's probably on tilt a lot, and that's unfortunate. Typically when you're on tilt like this, you do, and you're in between games like this, you want to take a moment to think. You want to take a moment to think. You want to calm yourself down. You want to remind yourself, you know, what advantages that you do have. You know, don't look at the don't look at the negative things and let them get to you. You still want to think about the positive things. You want to think about what he's been doing. You want to breathe. You want to take a moment to think. You don't. I mean, you can immediately hop into it, but if you're on tilt, it's going to hurt you more. It's going to help you. And he goes into it. He goes to. I mean, Ian already explains why he went to Dreamland, because obviously, if he bans Yoshi's, Gatsu bans Yoshi's, and Ian knows for a fact that Gatsu is really good on Fountain. So he takes him to Dreamland, which is okay. I feel like even if the Falcon is really good on Fountain of Dreams, you can still definitely beat him on there, because he still doesn't have much room to move around on. Like, when someone says that they're really good on FOD and then they suddenly do really well on FOD, it's kind of like a confirmation bias sort of thing that happens. And, you know, you kind of just need to say, well, fuck that stupid bullshit confirmation bias crap, because it isn't really real. And just take him to FOD anyway. because it does still mess Falcon up. It still can do it, and it might mess up Ganon too. Um, I mean, just the big reason between Dreamland and FOD is that, like, with Dreamland, you're more susceptible to getting into long string of combos. Falcon has a lot more space to move around and outmaneuver you, and you're not able to keep stage control very well, but you are able to live a little bit longer because of the really wide blast zones on Dreamland. Fountain's a little bit different, obviously, because you'll it's much more narrow, so you'll die off the sides a lot better, but Ganon's moves cover way more space. I don't know. Again, it could be just a preference thing. For me personally, I probably would have taken an FOD regardless of the fact that I probably know that Gatsu's good on FOD. I don't care. It's like Ganon's also good on FOD. FOD is Falcon's worst stage by fact. There are multiple reasons why it's not a very good stage for Falcon. And if he's just very comfortable on it, then that's whatever. Like, fuck it. Who cares? Anyway. Starting off strong yet again. Ian getting a 60% combo. This down throw stuff is funny. It's like I don't see Falcon's down throw regrab, but I guess it works if you DI it badly. Yep. Okay, so I think this time Ian adapted. He didn't actually want to shield grab him. And Gatsu was going to punish him with the knee if he tried to shield grab again, but he didn't do it, fortunately. Nice down tilt. Yeah, grab. Oh, no, you messed up. It's okay. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I can tell when you mess up things like that are like, oh, it's so fucking obvious. Why did I fuck it up? Well, you fucked it up because your mindset's not in the right place. Like, if you had a clear and focused mind, that would have been a breeze. You would have subconsciously just done whatever move that comed out. But you know, when you're playing on tilt, it can be a down. It's like, it's downhill, it's uphill, it's whatever. It's rough. You gotta calm yourself down. Like, because if you play the rest of the game on tilt, it's just gonna hurt you. Yep, he's gotten a solid combo on ya. And missed an L cancel. See, it's like small technical errors like that probably actually costed your stock. Yep. And DI is still alive. See, this is another kind of reason that I just don't like Dreamland too much versus Falcon. It's because Falcon can just grab the ledge like this, knee you, then no matter how well you DI, you still, you know, you have to lay on the ledge, and he just knees you again. It's a whole back and forth thing. So even though you do live longer, it's still not hard to edge guard you at all. So that's what ends up happening. Alright, nice down air. Trying to get the second one to no avail. Nice jab. Yep. See, you're getting hit by like a lot of moves, and this is where the panic survival DI ends up coming in, and it sucks. It's like you can't get afraid. Yep. DI'd in a whole bunch. Oh, yoy. Yep, you hesitated on back airing, you hesitated on doing whatever move, and he hit you for it. Yeah, I can see all the signs of tilt. Yep. And Gatsu's just keeping it, like, calm. Like, even if he's missed a few edge guards here and whatnot, like, it doesn't matter to him. He's like, whatever. So I don't know exactly what is going on through Ian's head right now, but I know because he's losing, he might be thinking like, oh god dang it, I'm about to lose this. I went from about to winning this set like pretty like dominantly to like losing it now. I mean, he's still keeping it together, he's still keeping it close. He's just kind of like, well, I don't want to fuck this up. I don't want to fuck this up. Like, I can almost kind of tell what his mentality is here. that's another sign. When you start side being from the ledge, oh, and he's not even remotely close to you or anything. Oh dear. That's how you know you're like starting to panic and you're starting to feel like you're running out of options when you really aren't, and you're just, you know, you're panicking. You're panicking, you're having a bad mindset about it. Oh boy. And that, like, your mind becomes the reason you don't want to be on tilt is because then you start thinking about the result of the match and you stop thinking about what's actually happening. Like, you lose focus and you mess things up, like that edge guard. Ugh. Yep, and then like you just make silly mistakes. Yep, badly DI'd up air, all that. Yeah, it's like, it's rough. So now it's last stock. Is Ian gonna win this because, you know, it's down to last stock and he's been, you know, showing it well? No. No, he's on tilt. It's not gonna work. And Gatsu just knows how to combo Ganon very well. So Ian's obviously pretty darn afraid of getting comboed by Falcon, but he lets it happen anyway. See, I mean, he didn't. The good thing is, like, he knew this combo was guaranteed up until that point, and he only took 37% for it, so it's not too big of a deal. But then, let's see here, rolls. Yeah, you tried to short hop up air when Falcon wasn't in that vicinity. If you would have full hop up air, that would have probably been a different story. And then he just gets a free combo on you, because it's, you know, Dreamland. You couldn't land on the platform like you wanted to. I think you might have tried to. Yeah, I think you. Did you try to double jump after that up throw? I can't. There's some point in here that you double jumped, because there's no reason for you to not double jump right there unless you used it. Yeah, Gatsu didn't get touched this entire last stock. I'm telling you, it's all mindset. It's all mindset. Yeah. Anyway, Ian also has a BMR doubles set that you wants to have looked at. So I'm not a huge doubles expert, but like I'll just point out specific things that Ian's trying to do here. He said he wanted me to point out anything that I see, you know, anything that he's thought, you know, like he didn't know he was doing anything wrong in doubles. So the thing I'll be looking for here the most is like opportunities where, you know, like moments where you have to decide between saving your teammate or doing it or completing an edge guard. It's sometimes like dilemmas like that where you have to really make crucial decisions like that. It really depends on where the match is going. If you're behind, you definitely want to save your teammate. If you're ahead, you want to finish that edge guard. So I'm going to be looking out for like very double specific things here. I'm not going to be pointing out like, oh, that's combo or that combo or any like really specific things here. So like building a nice wall, they were both definitely building a nice wall. All right, so yeah, they're like starting to get sandwiched. Two slow characters getting sandwiched by Falcon's definitely not good. But he completes the edge guard. Dizkid is totally fine. He doesn't need to be saved. Oh, you tried to assist his edge guard, but it ends up not working out too well. Yeah, Dizkid's in a rather weird. Ooh, he might still be living though, but you're getting comboed by two Falcons, and he's trying to recover. But they're not even trying to hit Dizkid. So, like, he's still on his fourth stock. Oh man, but they're bodying you. Like you're sandwiched. You're not in there. You're. Yeah, oh no, you just messed up at the edge. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, and then this kid gets singled out. Like, Double Falcon's really good at, like, singling out players, so... I mean, of course you don't want to stick together too much, but you also want to, like, be close enough to your partner to where you can help them out immediately. I think right here, like, you gotta grab on him, and then, like, you need, like, this is a moment where, yeah, there you go. You tried to help this kid, but it just kind of doesn't really work out too well. Oh, well. Trying to get above and around him, trying to keep space, trying to help him recover. See, like, I think you had the right idea at first by retreating to the ledge here, because you want to help this kid get back to the ledge, but then, like, you ledge dash back on and try to sandwich them. I guess that's alright. That's kind of fine. Alright. Yeah, and then... Yeah, they're just like throwing out knees. Did kid gets hit by one? That's kind of the thing about like Double Falcons. They can just like throw out moves and they can hit your teammate, and there's nothing you can really do to save them. There you go. Yeah, you'll take that. Yep. Definitely very important to have stage control as Ganon in doubles. Like, that is a huge thing. If both you and your teammate have stage control, like, it's very hard to get in. And see, like, this is another one of these situations where I feel like people can't be playing doubles like this. You can't be playing doubles where it's like 2 1v1s. It's not, like, you're not taking advantage. You're going, like, on a player-by-player basis, if you play 2 1v1s in doubles, you are going to lose against people who are better than you. The reason that there's like these underdog teams that beat like some higher level teams is because those higher level teams don't have good like team coordination. They don't help each other out, and they don't try to like capitalize on one guy getting comboed and, you know, like doing doubles specific things. They're trying to play it like singles, and it's not the right thing to do. Like, for example, this kid's over here, he's comboing whoever, you know, this is Gatsu. He's comboing Gatsu over here. Like, what Ico Man needs to do, what Ian needs to do, is he needs to knock away. He just wants to get Wizzy to go away. He wants to chew him away. He wants to throw a move out there. He basically wants to build a wall. He does not want Wizzy to come through, and he wants to wall it out between himself and Diz so that he keeps... like, so that Diz is comboing Gatsu and Ian's able to assist the combo by knocking him back towards Diz and whatnot. Like, you want to inflict a lot of damage on one person and keep the other person away. That's what you want to do in doubles. You don't want to be doing 2 1v1s. It's not... It's just... You're going to end up losing to people who are better than you if you do that in doubles. And that's why I like doubles so much, is because, like, if you have good team coordination, you can beat people who are better than you. For sure. Well, I mean, if you're both in edgeguard situations, there's not too much you can do. Diz is, yeah, he's holding his own, for sure. Oh, and then he hits you. That sucks. That's just unfortunate. But it's okay. It doesn't matter, because, like, it's still pretty even. Ooh, yeah, again, you gotta be careful about that. Oh, boy. Let me see, what happened to Diz here? Did he just get kneed? Yep, kinda just got kneed and didn't DI it right, but he makes it back anyway, but gets kneed again. Yeah. Sometimes, I don't know, it's like, sometimes you kind of want to take a hit for your teammate, especially if you're at a relatively low percent. Because then your teammate doesn't die. Like, the longer that your teammate lives at a relatively high percent, the more of a target they start to become, and then you can play into that kind of psychology in doubles. There's another psychology in doubles as well. It's definitely different from singles, but you can take advantage of it. So it goes back down. Yep. Edgeguard position, they're at the ledge. Now you're getting sandwiched. See what Gatsu was doing right there? He was just jumping and up airing, jumping full hop up airing, trying to control space. And sometimes that's just all you need to do. You don't need to play it like it's 2 1v1s. And then Ian, I don't know. I don't think he even knows. I don't even know what happened. I think he lost track of his character. Maybe he thought he did a move? I don't know. That blows. That was like crucial. Oh man. Yeah, I can't say much more about that. That was I saw that live. That just sucked. Could have had that. Could have had that first game. That sucks. Alright, go back to Battlefield. Alright. Again, another sort of double 1v1 situation. And see, the thing is, when that happens, when you're trying to do this 1v1 thing, like in doubles, see what you're, like, what Gatsu recognizes here is that, oh crap, Wizzy's getting edge guarded. I need to go save him. So like now you're off stage and you get hit, and it can very quickly turn into you losing a stock. So it's like, again, you gotta keep stage control. Don't do 2 1v1s. It's not gonna work that way. You want it to be 1v1v2. You want it to be you two versus each of them separately. That's what you want in doubles. They're getting away with like throwing out all these knees and tech skill and thing, and I mean, I'm not really seeing them trying to work too much. They play 2 fast characters that just kind of like run around and shit. It's kind of dumb. Like, they should have lost. They really should have just straight up lost, because you two weren't playing too bad. But like, that's probably why they lose, is because like, yeah, they're technical Falcons, but they don't know how to play doubles very well. See, like, sometimes that was good. That was good on DizKid's part, because he kind of like just double edge guarded them, and then Ian, you just kind of like you like any holes. Yo.
Yeah, you left Rocky out and you got out.
Oh, you do?
You checked on him, so he's been over the neighbors.
Oh.
You gotta check him.
Sorry. No. Whatever. So let's see. Yeah. Just keep going. Yeah, down there or down B. Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of things in doubles. I pretty much said most of it. Yeah, it's gotta be played way differently, for sure. You gotta think about it differently. Gotta think about it differently. You gotta play it differently. Yeah, doubles is definitely very different from singles. I don't think I really saw much wobbling. I don't really think Ice Climbers can actually get away with wobbling versus 2 Falcons. It's just not something that's going to happen. Alright, I like that, Ian. You tried to like double edge guard him. You know, like sometimes that's like another kind of like doubles thing. It's like when you recognize that one of them is trying to come in and to help their teammate, you can like hit them for trying to come and help their teammate and then continue edge guarding the other one and whatnot. Like, that was really well done. And again, another like doubles kind of psychology thing. Yeah, you see, you just like double edge guarded. Nice. That was great. I don't know why I did. Well, he recovered. Whatever. Ice climbers stuff. There we go. Yep. And tight battle yet again. Again, I'm seeing two 1v1s, but like your teammate's not helping you when you do get hit or whatever. Rough. Okay, back in. Oh my! What the heck? He nares you. That just ends up hurting you more than it helped you. That is unfortunate. Ugh. Actually, I need to add that to my playlist. Hold on a sec. Diplo. There we go. Wink. Alright. So this is Moy. Reviewing Moy again. This is from the first, so I don't believe the last time I looked at one of his stuff this was before it. Maybe. I'm not entirely too sure. This was the beginning of May though. This was like 2 weeks ago, so we'll see. I think he has a weekly today that he might be going to as well. So I'm kind of wanting to wrap up here because it's starting to get dark and I want to walk my dog and whatnot, so I actually might just end this early and just watch through it without like pausing and whatnot, because then I got like, you know, Moy versus Oh Really. Yeah, I'll do this next week on Thursday and whatnot. I'm just kind of running out of time, so I'm just gonna watch through it, comment on it. Yeah, when you're like double jumping to like sweet spot the ledge like that, and you have a feeling that Fox is going to shine your double jump sweet spot at him, you want to double jump immediately up air. That's when you do it. Like it's like a read based thing. Yeah, I want to get out of that. Shine and down air. You can only SDI to get away. Oh god, he could have easily shined E right there, but then he edge guards you anyway. Yep. Fox is really good. Yep. Yep. Alright, you got him doing the ledge get up, which was pretty bad. Yep. Yep, he put you in a pretty bad spot right there, and you just like he like read everything that you were gonna do with shine and whatnot. You could have definitely done some other things there to help you. Back air. Oh boy, yeah. He just runs in because he knows he sees you jump. I think he like literally waited for you to jump, and you just didn't like do any retreating thing. You went forward, and he hit you for it. Can't be doing these retreating. You can't be doing these approaching forward airs. It's not in the middle of the stage like that. No, you only really the only time I think is acceptable to do a approaching forward air is if you've got your opponent cornered and you want to control all that space with one big hitbox, and he's got like very little to go. He's got like almost nowhere to go. That's the only time. When he's got very little room to move, that's the only time you do an approaching forward air. Otherwise, it's really bad. Retreating forward airs are just millions, miles better. Again, Sweet sometimes doing really necessary things as Fox to edgeguard Ganon, and then the moment right afterwards not doing things that are optimal against edgeguarding Ganon. It's kind of funny. He's just giving you more chances to live. Yeah, up tilt's so annoying. Once it gets you in the air, both Foxes and Falcos, once it gets you in the air, you can only DI away and SDI it away, because like you can't get back to the ground even if you try to SDI. Yeah, SDI down won't work. Kind of sucks. Yeah, he was waiting for you to do something. That's why you got hit by get up attack, and then shine right there. You know, like there's just like a lot of really, like if you look back at this, you'll again see like, you know, what the hell's going on. Because I mean, again, I'm not you, so I don't know exactly what you're thinking here, but you are getting called a lot out on your double jumps. Like he's calling out a lot of your double jumps with shine. That was a good. Did you really? Was that? Wow. Oh, that was the weaker hit of up smash. Interesting. That was good. Alright, that was like right there, kind of, that was a really nice situation that like I saw something that you probably didn't. Instead of short hopping, like you could have full hop dared and then landed on the side platform. That's just kind of like a nice little mix-up thing you could have done, but I don't think you were thinking that. And again, he calls you out. Yeah, because you didn't try to fade back from that. You know when you up B Fox in that position, and he doesn't get knocked down by it, it's gonna be real. You need to fade back. Even if he hits you, it's like, well, at least you're not making it free for him. Again, he is calling out your double jumps so well. With shine. Some decent spacing on forwarders. Nice jab. Catching him, trying to come in. That was good. He just didn't get his full DI behind. I don't know why you didn't live that. I think you kept... Did you kept holding... I don't know what the heck. You like held back or something. That was weird. Oh no. There you go. Yeah, that was the right idea. You just didn't full hop. Like, Ganon's full hop is so good, and Ganon's short hop is sometimes not very good at all. Like, maneuvering with full hop is really, really good. The only time you really want to, like, short hop and whatnot is when you want to do, like, short hop retreating aerials. That's really good. Oh, nice. Excellent edgeguard. Ledge hop up there. That was really good. Yeah, no, you can't be down being that close to stage. That's really easy stock for him. Yeah, you could have done something about that. He was kind of waiting for you to do something, but at the same time, he's just like, oh, you're not going to do anything? Alright, well, I'm just going to get the ledge back for free. I think sometimes, there's a lot of times you throw out aerials without much purpose, kind of like right there. You just threw out 3 forward airs in place that didn't do anything. He obviously wasn't moving. You gotta like throw out aerials in conjunction to what he's likely to do and like predict what he could be doing based on what he's already done. And I don't see that understanding from you at all. And he's using shine like he should be using shine. He's using Randall. Like, you have some, like, late reactions to things. Again, you probably could have gotten shine there for that double jump sweet spot. Yep, you could have gotten shine there again. Like, I don't know why he's missing some of these opportunities. And he could have shined you there. And he just ended up covering multiple options because you insist on recovering the same way when you don't down B or something. I don't know. Like, you're not mixing up the recovery well. Oh boy. Yeah, now he's got you in the situation where he's starting to read you like a book. Like he knows like your habits, and it's just a walk in the park for him now. It's not that he's sandbagging, it's that like he's kind of autopiloting because he knows that like you're not going to challenge him in a certain way. So you might be taking a few stocks from him here, but he's not playing to his fullest potential. He's just kind of hitting you with things. He's like recognizing that he's hitting you for things that you're not changing or adapting to, so he can kind of relax a little and he can kind of just autopilot. That's when you autopilot, is when your skill level is just much higher than that person, and it's just kind of like really, really easy because they don't change what they do. And you're kind of trying. See, even like he just kind of like brain farts and like, oh, I just SD'd at 0, but whatever, because you're gonna roll into it. You're gonna roll into me, and I'm gonna up smash you. He's like he knows what your like habits are, because like it's just general player habits. It's that you learn that through like experience. You learn that through playing the game a lot. He's like, oh, I know what like scrubby Ganondorf players do. I know what I personally know what scrubby Falco players do. I know what scrubby Marth players do. A lot of people play very similar because they don't really know how to play the game just yet, and then that's what can end up happening. Is stuff like this. Not to say you're like, again, I'm not saying anyone's bad. I'm not saying anyone's good. I am only saying like what is happening and what is going on. There's no need to take offense from anything that I say. I'm just, I'm trying to paint a picture here so you have a very good understanding of what's going on. There's no, oh, this person's better. There's no, this person's worse. There's just who has the better understanding. Things like good and bad are too vague of terms to really be thinking about things like that. So Moy's just in training. Moy is learning. It's a loss, but he's learning from it. And it all takes like experience. Sure, it might take someone like me to explain exactly like this thing going on. Oh, that was kind of nice. That was something new. That was like a little mix-up that you did that he didn't expect, and he got hit for it. So again, that kind of like shows that should stand out to you a little bit. And I'm kind of just here to talk about like what's happening. Like sometimes you just need to paint the picture very obviously right in front of their face so that it's clear and that you can tell them what's going on. And sometimes it's a harsh reality. Sometimes it's like, yeah, like you really aren't like doing this or doing that because you're not putting the effort into doing it. You're not putting the effort into getting better. You're not putting the work in to try to do stuff in. I'm not saying Moy is. I'm just saying that's something that people, they're like, oh, I'm not getting better, and then it's like it's their fault, but they don't want to justify that it's they don't want to like admit that it's their own fault. They want to try to justify their losses with some bull crap, and that's when that's what really Johnny is. Yeah, like there's really not too much to commentate about this because I've kind of already explained the situation that's going on. Moy hasn't really changed too much. He's getting banged around. Again, he's not really picking up on reads. He's just kind of like hoping certain things hit. It just comes through a lot of experience. Comes through better understanding of the game. Experience is just probably one of the biggest factors of it for sure. Experience, mindset. Yeah. Learning, understanding the game and learning the game is only like 20% of like everything about the game. Which is kind of interesting. Yeah. Like all the little timing things. It's just like little things that I see as pieces of evidence that like, yeah, Sweet just has like his number. I just see like little details just from like my experience and watching a lot of videos to know what it looks like to see when some player is just totally outplaying someone. And that's what's happening. Like when you get just straight like totally freaking outplayed, you know, like you're getting just absolutely bodied by someone, they're really you end up learning a lot more about yourself when you play versus people who are around your skill level, because then you're able to work on all aspects of your game. The only thing that you really learn when you play someone who's outplaying you so bad is you learn about like combo DI, you learn about some minuscule things within the game, and you also learn about like, wow, there's actually a lot of options that I'm doing that are really really bad, and you need to pay attention to what you're being punished for exactly. Like when you're being hella outplayed, you need to be thinking every time, why did I get hit? Like what did I do to get hit? You know, that's mostly what you're going to be thinking about. Of course, it's very minimal, and it doesn't help you. You know, you're not able to practice things like edge guarding too much. You're not able to practice your own combo game too much. You're not able to practice. You're only really able to practice neutral and recovering, and even just practicing those is kind of helpful. I see Moy's trying to talk to Sweet. I don't know what they're talking about because obviously, even if I were to turn the volume on, I wouldn't be able to hear them. Moy's kind of persistent on going to Yoshi's, and this is, I think, another kind of mindset sort of experience thing. This is something that you can definitely take advantage of, is that you don't want to keep going the same stage multiple times in a row, because even though Ganon might have the best chance on that stage, if you become more fluid with what stages you play on, like the more variety of stages that you play on, the better overall understanding you have of how those stages work, and how you play on those stages can definitely differ. So like game 1, you could be going to Yoshi's, game 2 Battlefield, game 3 Fountain. You gotta like explore all your options. You gotta be comfortable with anything, because they can counterpick you to a stage that you're not comfortable on. Like they could counterpick you to freaking Fountain, and that's actually kind of a good stage, but they know if you're not comfortable with that stage and you don't have good enough experience with that stage, then they'll abuse that. So like that, like if you're going to get bodied, at least take as much of it into a learning experience as possible. Like learn about the stage, pay attention to just getting hit and whatnot. That's what happens. And the only time, let me add, the only time that players like this in this specific situation, like Sweet right now, people who are just outplaying one another, the only time that they'll actually stop autopiloting and start taking the game seriously is when they realize, oh, I'm on my last stock now. I gotta take this kind of seriously now. So I gotta use the restroom real quick. Hold on. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, it's not until like their last stock that they it's like, oh, I took this guy down to his last stock. Well, his last stock is the hardest stock. You know, that's the one where you gotta be like, all right, well now he's gonna take it really seriously because he could lose this game, and you know maybe he's like, oh well, whatever. Even if I lose this game, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna lose this set. You know. it's a rough position to be in, but you can absolutely take full advantage of it as long as you remember what to like do about it and have a good mindset about it all. So even right here, Sveet's gotten down to his last stock. Now pay attention to how differently he plays. Is he worried about losing? I don't think so. He's up 2-0. And now he's dash dancing, waiting for you to do stuff. Hitting you, yep. Ran out, ran back in. You know, might not be able to see it exactly, but he's definitely thinking about it differently. He's like, well, I'm not about to lose this. See, and there you go. That was just like a small thing. You know, you got your double jump up air because you thought he was going to try to shine you. But yeah, again, it's like, alright. He's definitely playing a lot different now, and yeah, that's just what happens. His last stock is the hardest one to beat. There you go. So, yeah, I'll have to do yours, the rest of yours, Moy, some other time. It's 8 o'clock, it's getting late for me, I got some other things I need to do. So, sorry I couldn't get around to it. I kind of already did talk about Ganon Falcon, so I just guess I'll talk about it more next week. But, yeah. I believe that will be all. The music is just coming out at the right time. Sweet. Alright. Well, thanks for watching again.